What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JPZ on the keys in this too. Each in this video, and we got something new that I just like. I literally canvass YouTube all the time for videos, and I seen Fred Dibnah, and this guy apparently goes up on chimneys 50, 100 feet in the air with no type of harness, safety equipment, or nothing. So you know what? For your Saturday entertainment, we gonna watch a dude on a chimney.
Well, basically, this is sort of a packing that keeps the ladder off the wall of the chimney, so there's room for your boots to go through, you know, on the rungs of the ladder. There's two schools of thought in this. One that, tying them on with string is time-consuming and all that, which it is. But the thing is, when it's being pulled up the side of the chimney, by my mate here, it bangs against something. It only busts the string, like the other school of thought is have a metal construction that's bolted to the ladder, which when that hits an iron band or something like that, it busts the bloody ladder, you see. String is cheaper than brand new ladders. So, but it does take a bit of time to tie them all on. Yeah, that's the only problem.
I mean, if you had something metal, it would keep getting bent every time you put weight on it, though.
Just underneath the third rung, so there's room for your boots.
That's a good invention, because like
you've just got to be just underneath the third rung, so there's room for your boots there. If you tie it on there, it's amazing how it gets in way. It's in the wrong shop because there's no room for your feet. Yeah, basically that piece of wood is just to put there to hold the ladder off the wall. Here we are drilling the first hole in which is there is an hole actually there that's just been pointed up to knock in the first dog, which will be the hole fast at the base of the first ladder, as you might say. Then goes the plug wood, which, as you can see, it don't go in very far, but it's quite far enough, it's quite safe. And that's what's termed as a dog. Then I'm going to knock in now, knocking in now.
Oh, something to hold the ladder in place, yeah.
Is to a piece of rope. It's called a lashing, and it's a piece of rope about 5 foot long with a loop spliced on one end, as you can see. The next stage is to prop up a ladder and climb up it as though you were going up to clean the bedroom window. And then about 5 feet from the top of that ladder, you drill another hole, but in our case the hole's already there. You drill another hole as plumb and straight above the one below as you can get it.
Bro, that ladder is shaking, bro.
Insert another piece of wood.
And he doesn't care, that ladder is shaking. Like, bro.
As you get a bit higher up, the holes have a tendency to get a bit deeper. I think it's called fear. Here you see the first ladder is in position, and I'm about to tie it onto.
Wait! So you telling me they gonna stack a ladder on top of another ladder while they're with no type of safety, no nothing? So if you fall from 100 feet,
the bottom hole fast, which. That's where the beer belly comes in handy. It's sort of round the hoop, round the side of the cheek of the ladder, under the rung, round the hoop, round the other cheek of the ladder, round the rung, and then back round the rung below, and a 12 inch on, and that's got it fast, it will not come off.
All right.
The thing to do also is use as much of the rope up as you can, because in a gale the ends start to blow about and the whipping comes off the end of the rope, and then you've got one with like a cat o' nine tails end on it, you know, blowing about in the wind.
You got supreme trust in that hook, sir.
Up the next ladder.
What is he bouncing?
The next operation is to tie the ladder to the top dog or the top holdfast that you've just knocked in, without tying it to the haulage rope, you know, because you sometimes, if you're not paying attention or you're trying to talk to somebody who's mithering you on the floor, you end up lapping it round. You see how easy it would be to lap it round the haulage rope. Yeah, that's it. That is now, the bottom ladder is now firmly fixed and as good as it'll ever be to the wall of the chimney. And the next operation is to climb up to the top of that ladder and sit astride the top iron rung and reach up as far as you can and drill another hole in the brickwork.
Bro, you were on the edge of a ladder, bro.
Because having
at
done
the top
this thing
rung,
about
bro.
7 times before and used exactly the same holes every time, I know exactly how far I'm reaching and where I'm going, and it's quite an easy operation to keep the whole stack of ladders in a very straight line.
I mean, but he knows what he's doing, though. He's probably been doing this for years, though. But still, just like, oh my God.
If you're putting them up and you wander towards one side, when you're putting the staging up at the top and you've got one ladder that's maybe 2 foot gone a bit sideways, and say the other one's gone the other way, it looks rather an erratic effort at the top. You know, everything's out of line and out of square. Now we've drilled the hole approximately 5 feet above the top of the bottom.
Wait, how tall is this chimney?
It's on the pulley wheel.
Bro, they have like 3 or 4 ladders. How tall is this chimney supposed to get? This is like 200 feet? What is, and the thing is, those are not some short ladders right there. Those are some pretty decent sized ladders.
Now this is where the tricky bit comes in. The second ladder,
the first one wasn't tricky.
From the top, which is about midway, and of course when it's being pulled up by the labourer or the man down below.
Oh, he got the pulley system.
More or less half a ladder.
That's so smart though, the pulley system, because there would have been no way you would have got that ladder up there by hand. You out here trying to grab a ladder that's got all this weight on one end and just tipping all over the place. Like it's going to want to lean over because that counterweight. Yeah.
The lap, which you'll see the reason for this shortly. The thing is, as that ladder comes up, or the second ladder comes up, on the bottom rung of it, there are 2 lashings, one of which I'm using now to tie the bottom rung to the nearest corresponding rung of the ladder that's stuck to the wall. I've got the other lashing round my neck, and the 2 steeplejack hooks which have come up with it are stuck in my belt.
So it's kind of like it's kind of like an attic, kind of like the ladders stack on top of each other like an attic, like a step thing.
Precaution, the one with just a clovitch round the side, just in case that hook there that I've got my hand on, or the one that the pulley's on, if that happened to come out, I'd still be in with a chance. You know, the ladder would still be connected with 2 hooks to the bottom.
Bro, that ladder is shaking, bro.
Slightly precarious there, how it shakes about, but
bro,
once you've lashed it to that top hook, which is 5 foot above the bottom ladder, you've only got about 6 rungs above that are standing in free space, or what you might call unconnected to the chimney. It is now possible to unhook the pulley wheel and carry it up the back side of the ladder and hook it on the top iron rung, while you use one of the dogs that's stuck in your belt
Yo, this
get another purchase.
No harness, no nothing.
Once you've drilled that hole and put the dog in, you can lift up the pulley wheel onto the dog, which of course one end of the rope is still attached to the ladder that you were sat on. And then you'll see in a minute where when I come down and untie that ladder, my man at the bottom pulls and up goes the whole 21 pins of the ladder onto the top of the bottom ladder, which sounds unbelievably complicated, but it is quite a simple operation, really.
Yeah, when you've been doing it for 30 years, yeah, it seems simple.
In
Yeah.
fact, it's so simple you can do on a good chimney, on a good day, where it isn't windy, and you don't manage to thump the hell out your hand with the hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because
he's,
yeah.
There goes the pulley wheel. Down the ladder. Untie the lashing at the top that's holding the top of the ladder. Now it all comes loose and flops about in the wind. That's the dodgy bit when it's very windy and you're 3/4 of the way up and the wind's trying to snap the ladder off sideways. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, exciting.
There's the secondary lashing on the side.
Yes, exciting.
And finally the one at the bottom.
Nerve-wracking, dangerous.
When you've released it at the bottom, it's at the mercy of the man on the floor and the wind. Sometimes it's rather awkward when it's very windy and the...
Oh, it's like a... Oh, that's so smart, bro. That's so smart because there's no other way. Like, it's like a pulley, like it pulls the ladder up and you can stack it on top of the other one.
Twisting round.
Yes, that's smart, bro. But all right, we're going to the next part.
Now it's now in the right position for fixing onto the socket. It's at the bottom, and of course you see how close to the top of the it's being held against the wall by the man on the floor. Very important that the man on the floor is, you've got his whole concentration all the time, That's why it's better using an older man than a younger man who has a tendency to wander off looking at ladies' skirts and things like that. Because if he disappears, you fall off. That's the setting ladder up, and that's what it's all about. Well, almost up.
Bro, why? Dude, that thing is shaking so much, bro. That thing is shaking so much, bro. Oh my God.
This method of laddering factory chimneys is quite a recent sort of invention, like 1870s period. A bit before then, you actually flew kites to get string across the tops of chimneys, a right weird situation. I think when they were, the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, when they started to erect chimney stacks, nobody gave it a great deal of thought as to how they were going to get up there to repair the things. Because, of course, they were all built from the inside, more or less right from the beginning of building fairly large ones to building the really monstrous things that there are today at power stations. Like the early ones, 1820s, were only like 60 and 50 feet high. And of course, they could build them with a conventional scaffold round the outside because they were of no great girth.
Oh, I'm just looking at it stuff while he's doing it. And the guy he's apparently called a steeplejack. Is a craftsman who scales buildings, chimneys, and church steeples, like to carry stuff up there. But the thing is, like, do people still do that? Do people still do this? But I'm just looking because it just seems so dangerous.
To circumnavigate the wall of that chimney, which might be 60 odd feet circumference with scaffolding, is going to cost a heck of a lot of money. That's why I think steeplejacks have still can earn a crust of bread.
Oh, people do this, but they use like the scaffolds, like they hold the the pulleys and the platforms, and people are up on that. I feel like people probably do that because that's a lot safer than just climbing up a ladder up here.
It is one of the good and reliable ways of getting up there,
I ain't gonna lie, that thing started shaking,
Basically,
bro.
having got the second ladder up, you've more or less conquered it in a way, how you actually do the job. The thing is, you just keep repeating the process, 9 rungs from the top, 2 lashings on the bottom and 2 dogs, and up it comes, and all as you're up there with is your hammer, your chisel, plug wood, and the end of the pulley wheel and the rope. The important thing not to do is let the rope run through the block and go tumbling down, which means that you've got to come down and get the end of the rope and carry the thing up.
I've always just, like, and I ain't gonna lie, if that was me, as soon as the ladder started shaking a bit, my legs are gonna start quivering, and I would be real unsteady up there.
200 foot of M rope is fairly heavy, and by the time you've got back to the top with it, you're getting a bit out of breath. The other thing is, the higher up you get, and the harder it gets, you know, because of course the guy at the bottom has got to pull the ladder up further, and you've got to send the end of the rope down further. And also the progression towards the top as you get higher it slows down a bit. This basically is an inspection to give a quote for any forthcoming repairs that need sorting out. Over the years, the first job I ever did were above the collar, the 10 feet of brickwork above the collar. I put some new iron bands round and pointed it all, and a new lightning conductor on. Then on subsequent visits, I pointed all the panel work round the top.
So this is an inspection. Oh, this for an inspection.
Below that, to below the green and white banded area of tile bricks,
yep.
It's badly in need of pointing. So
yo, stop jerking the ladder like that, bro. You're making me nervous.
That's a bit of old-time Steeplejack's plug wood, you know. If we knock that in there, will be dead and gone.
First of all, how's the cameraman getting him? Is this man on a helicopter or a hot air balloon? I mean, it wasn't no drone, because drones wasn't. This looked kind of old, so it wasn't no drones back then.
These patches I pointed up, they were some very poor quality Steeplejack damaged the brickwork, you know. Didn't know how to work an hammer and chisel. It's always policy to leave the ladders there until you've come to the financial arrangement with the management about whether they're going to have it done or not, which saves you having to put the ladders up again. The thing is that having secured the contract, if we're going to do it, we've then got to put what's termed as a staging round the top.
Oh, they got the cameraman on a crane. Okay. Holy mother, yo!
It's addled, holler, you know. It's a shame, really.
Yo, this man is fearless, bro. That's for
Getting near the top, it's always like that, you know.
Yo, that crane is fully extended. The crane is fully extended.
A few iron bands might be called for, you know, to screw it together a bit. Bit of me pointing come out up there on them big copings. Can you see it? 6 inches off the lightning conductor. Not bad that though, it's a long time since I did it.
I just think of how many bricks they had to lay for this one chimney. It's just millions of bricks.
Some of them are loose. It's a trifle huddled around that area. I don't think the full 9-inch headers, they're only halves, you know.
That boy looking like, yes, I would be doing the same thing.
Header is a brick on end, like that should be. But I don't think it is. It wouldn't sound as hollow if it were a full 9-inch brick going in. It's only half of one, I think. I'm only surmising.
And you still going up higher, bro. Oh my God. You gotta go all the way to the top, bro. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, you're different, bro. You're different.
These are my dog holes that support my scaffold when I'm putting the scaffolding up.
Oh my God, man. That's wow, bro. And he's even higher, bro.
When you sat on top of there, like king of the castle, the view used to be quite interesting in this area. There were numerous collieries, the last of which disappeared a few months ago, and lots and lots.
I bet the view from up there is really nice, though.
You can see about 4 left now out of all of them. Out of dozens and dozens. Not very far away there's the parish church of Atherton, which has got a distinct list on it through the mining subsidence. Well, that's it now. We've nearly conquered it. The north face of the Eiger.
Oh my God. That's like 200-300 feet in the air, and he's just casually climbing it. Like, yeah, I'm just hammering. That's crazy, dog. Oh, he's been doing this for years. Oh, he's been doing this. Okay, but he like takes apart chimneys and stuff. Okay, I see. But thank you for watching. This man is fearless. Man, just casually just hammering, like really jolting his body into the ladder, like 200 feet in the air, just like, yeah, that man, ow. That was crazy, bro. But that was really interesting though, because I've always kind of wondered how people keep maintenance on chimneys, because it's like that's 300 feet in the air. Like, who's getting up there to do that, But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to turn on my post notifications. I'm out. Peace.